Hi, I'm Mhairi and I'm going to be talking about how to apply for a job. Things I would include on a CV are, first thing is your name, very clearly, your qualifications, any jobs you've had in the past, including work experience, which it depends if they're relevant or not. Something to bear in mind, a short description about yourself, any interests, and of course references with contact details so that they can talk to somebody else about the experience that you have. I think CVs in terms of length should be on one page, especially if you're at the beginning of your career. It's how much experience you have. If you are a CEO for a huge corporate company and you've been working for 50 years, maybe you might have the reason to have a longer CV, but if you've only done a short amount, maybe try and make it concise and fit into one page. In terms of tailoring your CV for different jobs, I think you can do it, especially if you're a creative. It might be different to applying for a job that isn't creative because you have different experiences that might seem relevant if you've been an artist, or sometimes if you go and work in engineering, that's different to being like a filmmaker, or so I think you can tailor it. And also if you're a designer, you might want to make it look like you can actually provide those skills because you're using your CV to demonstrate that. A cover letter is something that goes with the CV for the specific job. Sometimes a CV can be quite broad and the cover letter sells yourself for that exact position. So it's important to kind of big yourself up and tell everyone how amazing you are and why you want that specific job at that time. My number one tip is making it really clear. So people looking at CVs for jobs will be looking at quite a lot normally. And actually, if you read too many and they're too long and they use too flowery descriptions, too many kind of long words or words that people wouldn't normally use in conversation, sometimes it can put employers off, I think, because they can't figure out who the person is really. So as long as it's really direct and it really shows, you can give an idea of what someone's like quickly. Obviously you won't get the full picture until you meet them, but it's good to have something. I would have liked to have known about changing your CV for different jobs and how that's acceptable, because sometimes there'll be experiences that you've had that become irrelevant over time. Updating your CV is really important. So sometimes now I won't put my GCSEs, for instance, in my CV because I have a degree. So you move your priorities up, and also you also would maybe not put in certain work experiences if they were it was a long time ago. So yeah, a good thing is updating it, and that's okay, and to change it a bit is okay as you go. I think when you're writing a CV and a cover letter, you should use a really clear font, because if you use a script font, it might really show your personality, but the employer won't be able to read about you.